Morning Monday meditators. How are you? I thought today I would talk about procrastination because it's an interesting one and it's much more complex than people might realize. Is this something that you might do? I heard somebody quote something this morning and I really loved it. And what they said was procrastination is the assassination of a destination. I'll let that land. Procrastination is the assassination of a destination. So what I want you to do today is we want to assassinate procrastination so that you can reach out to your destination, i.e. your goal. So when you're ready, in a normal way of things, getting yourself nice and comfortable, wherever works for you. Making yourself comfortable and drawing your attention inwards, usually aided by closing your eyes, knowing that if you need to open them for any reason at all, you can, just like that. It's not a problem. So today, what we're going to do is, as you close your eyes, I just want you to notice the back of your eyes. It's not very often we look at them, is it? That we understand what's going on there. And it can be as simple as blackness, or there may be some colour passing through your eyelids. Just pay attention. And use that as a spot to bring yourself back to whenever you need to, because your mind has wandered, and it will. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, one of the things we did in one of our earlier meditations was move our awareness. What I'd like you to do, as best you can, there is no right, no wrong, so if you're not sure, that's fine. Just imagine that you do know. I want you to move your awareness back into the center of your brain so that you're looking forwards into your eyelids. And that you are now high enough in the back of your eyes to be able to watch your thoughts drift past you or whiz past you, depending on how fast they're going. Just observe them for a moment. Nothing for you to do, nothing for you to think about. Just observe them. Oh, yes, that to do, must remember. Oh, must remember to call that person back. Yes, I'm still cross about that. Whatever it is, just watching it go past you as an objective observer. That's right, very good. So in a moment, I'm going to count you from 5 to 1, and we are going to look at procrastination as 5. In this place in the middle of your mind's eye, looking back towards your eyelids, imagine you're sitting in a sofa or a chair, a really comfy armchair, to allow yourself to relax. 5. One of the things is the more that you practice this sort of work, the deeper that relaxation can go, or the faster you can get there. Either or, better both. 4. Just really sinking there and allowing yourself to be, because this is the key to making real change for you. 3. Because as you go deeper, you're sinking into a different awareness of mind. 2, getting ready now to be open to whatever you need to be open to that is going to help you the most. As 1, pondering procrastination. How do you do procrastination? And many people do it very differently. I know that sounds bizarre, doesn't it? But when you think about it, people will smoke, they will drink, they will walk the dog, do the washing, they may go and talk to somebody, pick up the phone, all manner of different ways that people do procrastination. How do you do procrastination? What's your go-to activity rather than doing procrastination? And there's no right or wrong here, and you do not need to tell anyone what it is. It's only what works for you. And it's knowing it, because what the other question I'd like to ask you is, what is your go-to procrastination, and for which activity does it show up most? A little sharing here. For me, it's when I'm doing something difficult, usually around tech. My procrastination kicks in big time. When does yours? Is it perhaps doing your finances, or making sales calls, or having to talk to a certain person? It doesn't matter. Just know that that's what's happening for you. And when you realize that there could be a pattern to your procrastination, which suggests a learning of some sort, how amazing might it be if you could unlearn that and learn something new? What I'd like you to do right now is that you've now identified how you procrastinate. You understand what you tend to procrastinate on. Now is the time to understand, how is that impacting you? Impacting you and your business, you and your relationships, you and the world, or just you on you. It could be a lack of personal growth, missed opportunities and deadlines, stagnation around creativity and innovation, reduced productivity or increased stress, a decline in some way in your output. Definitely financial consequences, and possibly impaired decision making. And it won't be all of them, or it might be, but one of those will have jumped out at you. And it's important to understand what the consequences are. What's yours? Let me read them again. Lack of personal growth, missed deadlines, innovation and creativity stagnation, missed opportunities, reduced productivity, increased stress, decline in potentially reputation, financial consequences, and impaired decision making. Just feel that impact on you. See it. Maybe there's a number associated with it. So, increased stress might mean that you're having to take more time for yourself, or you're upsetting people around you or something else. There's a financial consequence to all this and a health consequence. Only you need to know what that is. Just understand it. But it is interesting that procrastination is a tool that the brain has learnt for a reason. It thinks it's helping you, saving you, protecting you, make you fitting in with the crowd. So it's time now that you understand how you procrastinate, where you procrastinate most, and what the impact is, now is the time to look at the last time you were procrastinating. What was going on for you? What was the first thing that happened in that process? Because we don't always understand what the trigger point is. It could be as simple as knowing it's coming up and doing something else. Maybe you start, but you just can't keep going through. It doesn't matter, but just notice what was the first time it was brought to your conscious awareness that you're procrastinating. For some people, they've known about something coming up, think exams or a presentation, and they leave it to the last minute because there was something getting in the way of the preparation. And as you get in touch with this event, just one, you can do this recording whenever you need to. Just choose one. And in that event, what are you thinking in that moment? What are you feeling? And more importantly, where? Your unconscious mind sending alarm bells out that says, hello, no, we're not doing this. There's a problem with this. It's not good for us. And it can get louder and louder as you are working to get the work done, but not being able to for whatever reason. So I want you to tune into that space where you are thinking what you're thinking, feeling what you're feeling, and most importantly, where. And as you tune in, I want you to imagine that is a part of you, a smaller part. So you could see a smaller you, a couple of inches tall or smaller, depending on where you're sensing this. And I want you to know this part needs something. So I want you to imagine this part of you. And if it helps, imagine it coming out of you and standing in front of you somewhere, on your hand, on the desk, wherever you are. Just have it in front of you so that you can talk to it like a real person. And I want you to ask it, what do you need? What do you need right now that will help you let go of the procrastination habit? The procrastination habits of behavior, thought, and feelings. And I'm going to let that question settle for you and just see what comes up for you. Allowing those thoughts to come through. Interestingly, if the thought comes from that place where you do all your thinking, the chances are that's not your unconscious mind talking to you. It will come from somewhere else. A recording, perhaps, for another time. But sometimes the first thing that comes into your head is the thing, and you may be surprised by what you've got come up. Or maybe you haven't. Maybe it's something you expected. And I want to give you some examples in case you can blank page and just see which one resonates with you, which strikes you as being the thing your thinking catches on to help you, and maybe just to help what you've got coming up. It's the avoidance of discomfort, the fear of failure or success, perfectionism, instant gratification, and lack of motivation, a sense of rebellion, time pressures, avoidance of decision making, overwhelm, and there are others, but these are just to give you an idea of what it is this part of you needs to address. And what I love about this process is you now understand what you've got to do. You can now develop an action plan to address that. That's right. Very good. So now you know what you need in order to be able to push through, let go of procrastination, move towards that destination you deserve so much more than before, getting more and more of what you want and less of what you don't. So much more fun than before. Imagine once you have what it is that part needs and providing it for it, your procrastination can start to fade into the distance. How much of a difference might that make for you? £100? £500? Millions? I don't know, but you do. And if you know now what you need at this inner level, I just want to say thank you to that part, because I want to be respectful, because this is part of you. It's learned something as a way of keeping you safe, protected, included. But it's time to learn something new, because it will be a younger you, and it could be a couple of years younger, or, a lifetime younger. So thank you to that part, and bringing that back into wherever it came out from. Now it's your turn to give it what it needs. And if you don't yet know how to do that, that's okay. Know that over the next day or so, somebody will appear in your mind's eye, in your scrolling through social media, maybe a phone call, who knows? Somebody will appear for you and you'll be like, okay, that makes sense. And you can reach out for their help if you need it. So I'm going to bring you back now from 1 to 5. And I just want you to know you are perfect. It's your time. But perfection can be coming in many different levels. And what you've just done is made yourself more perfect by knowing that you can address whatever is causing you to procrastinate. 1. In this coaching meditation, you may have discovered something about yourself you didn't know. 2, and that's okay, because now you do know, and you can develop a plan. 3, and what if you don't exactly know yet? That's okay too, Just listen to this whenever you need to listen to this to help you start to move forward. Assassinating procrastination so that you can start to move forward to your destination 4. Because it's just an old learning and it's time to let it go. You are here for a reason. 5, bringing back with you everything you need to help you the most. Today, tomorrow, and going forwards. Thank you for listening.